2025. I'm here to give you today's top headlines clearly, factually, and with the sharpness you deserve. Let's get started. Trade tensions escalate. U.S. and China exchange tariff fury. The U.S.-China trade war just kicked itself into an even higher gear. President Trump has raised tariffs on Chinese imports to 125%. China responded with 84% tariffs on U.S. goods and added 18 American companies to their restricted list. Meanwhile, other countries got a 90-day pause from new U.S. tariffs. But China wasn't included due to its firm stance. Markets actually rebounded slightly after the pause announcement. But the World Trade Organization warns the U.S.-China conflict could slash trade by 80% and hit the global economy hard. Amazon sellers from China are preparing to either hike prices or exit the U.S. market entirely, and China is trying to strengthen ties with ASEAN and the EU, although countries like Australia remain hesitant. President Trump dismissed concerns over economic fallout, but critics in Congress warned that abrupt trade shifts could cause serious instability. Elon Musk versus Peter Navarro, trade war turned schoolyard fight. Tensions aren't just global, they're personal too. Elon Musk called White House trade advisor Pete Navarro a moron and dumber than a sack of bricks, after Navarro said Musk is just a car assembler who relies heavily on imported parts. Musk fired back quickly, highlighting long simmering frustrations between business leaders and policymakers. Gentlemen, please, gloves off, but maybe keep it verbal. Gaza hospitals on brink. Medicine shortages deepen humanitarian crisis. Hospitals in Gaza are reporting critically low supplies of essential medications, with 54% of cancer and blood disease treatments now out of stock. Officials warn the situation could worsen without immediate international aid. Pope Francis recovering. Easter service is adjusted. Pope Francis continues recovering after a serious lung infection. He's resting at Casa Santa Marta and following strict medical guidance. Public appearances for Easter celebrations will be limited, with many Catholics preparing for a quieter, more reflective Easter. Toxic algae bloom off Southern California, sea life at risk. A toxic algae bloom is spreading along the Southern California coastline, causing neurological poisoning among hundreds of dolphins and sea lions. Rescue centers are overwhelmed, and experts warn this may be just the start of a difficult spring for marine life. Dire wolves may walk among us again. Cloning project underway. And speaking of wild ideas, scientists at Colossal Bioscience have announced plans to clone the extinct direwolf using ancient DNA combined with modern gray wolves. The goal? To bring back the 10,000-year-old predator, bigger, stronger, and furrier than today's wolves. Estimated arrival a few years from now. Because clearly what 2025 needed was more drama, more fangs, and a real reason to sprint faster at the dog park. Also, tiny reminder, didn't Jurassic Park already show us that bringing back apex predators never ends well? Next thing you know, someone's direwolf is chasing a frappuccino through a strip mall. If you like your news clear, sharp, and just the right amount of spicy, go ahead and tap like, smash subscribe, hit follow, and share this with a friend who needs smarter news in their life. Thanks for waking up with me. I'll see you again tomorrow with fresh headlines and just a little more caffeine. See you tomorrow.